Hello everyone, my name is Beth and I am the Steadfast Stitcher, and this is my Flosstube channel where we talk about cross stitch. And this is the backside of Chloe. She's my little senior girl, all of 17 years old, and yeah, she's a frequent visitor on my Flosstube channel. Today I have some whips to show you. I don't have haul, but I have some wonderful stitchy kindness. And I've got plans, and I think that's it. No finishes this week. I'm hoping that by my next video, I will have a finish for you, and I'll show you which one I'm hoping to finish. So, I did Whip Frenzy in the group Whip Warriors. I got a late start on it. Whip Frenzy is stitching on as many projects as you can, 100 to 200 stitches on each. And it started on a Tuesday, and I really didn't get started till Thursday night, Friday. So I didn't get as many done as a lot of other people did, but I'm totally okay with that. But I did get touch some projects that hadn't seen the light of day in quite some time. But before I get on with showing you the whips that I did in Whip Frenzy, I wanted to give a special shout out to a Flosstuber that put together a terrific Flosstube video. Her name is Lizzie. I'm going to link her below, and I will link the video itself below as well. But she has put together a video with pictures and links and descriptions of 30 different free sampler patterns that you can find. So if you're into Sampler September or just looking for something new to start, go check out this video and send her some love. You know, it obviously took some time to put that all together, and she did a great job. So kudos to her, and thank you, Lizzie. I just subscribed to her channel, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more from her. So that's my shout out for now. I do have a couple other Flosstubers I will mention later, but for right now, go check out Lizzie if you love samplers especially, and see all the beautiful sampler, free sampler patterns that she has put together on this list. It's terrific. All right. So for Whip Frenzy, this isn't in any particular order. Just the ones that I worked on, and some ones that I worked on during Whip Frenzy and after Whip Frenzy as well. So I'm going to start off with a full coverage that has been very much neglected, and it needs a lot of love, but it is such a gorgeous pattern. This is from Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's called Spirit of Autumn. And I absolutely love foxes, so this was a must-have. I'm doing this with Dawn Enchanting Stitching, and it's just a great pattern. But it's been kind of neglected with all the other patterns that I have to work on, so it doesn't have a lot done. But I did put in 200 stitches. As you can see, not much there. I'm doing this on 28 count over 1 with, of course, all the called for threads. And this is not a small pattern. This is going to be, let's see here, this is 675 by 494. So not going to be done anytime soon. I believe Dawn is quite a bit further along on this than I am. There is a ton of confetti in this pattern, but I think it's going to be worth it. You know, my goal with that one is just to finish it before I die. But it's beautiful and well worth the effort. Now, this is one that I had out earlier and then brought it out again for Whip Frenzy. The Soulful Stitcher did this one, and she's already finished it, and it's so pretty, so that encouraged me to get this back out again. This is the Prairie Schooler, and it's Village Sampler. And I really like this one. You know, I'm a sucker for houses, but it's got the houses and bunnies, and it's got some quilts hanging. It's just a really nice pattern. Now I am using the called for fabric, or no, this one I'm not. I'm using 18 count. Calls for 14 count. I'm using 18 count. So this is where I am on this. So for Whip Frenzy, I filled in the top here, the red, and I did the little rows of corn and started on the fence and got my 200 in for this one. Yeah, I really like the colors in this one. And it's a very easygoing stitch. You're not doing over 2 over 1. You're not doing a lot of back stitching. There's no specialty stitches. This is a nice one to have by my desk. I keep patterns, projects, whips by my desk so that like on my 30-minute lunch break or my, an afternoon break, I can throw a few stitches in to something that's nice and easy. And this is a good one to have for that kind of thing. It's also, if you're not the driver, it would be a good travel piece. I know a lot of people that bring stitching with them when they're car passengers, and this would be a good one for that. I'm usually the one that's driving because it's just me, myself, and I, and my 2 girls. So I don't do car stitching really, but that is a great piece to keep by your desk if you're working. Oh, and this one is fun. Again, another neglected pattern, and no reason why, because it's so pretty. This is from Autumn Lane Stitchery. And where's the picture? Uh-oh. Sorry about that. There we go. This is Serena Sprout. And just the colors on this are lovely. It's such a pretty design. Sorry for my ceiling fan. It is humid out today. So I pulled this out for Whip Frenzy and got some work in on it. And I love this fabric too. This is 22 count at the Pond by Bee Stitch Me. And this is where I'm at on it. So I've been working on her hat. I've got the little poof in one of her shoulders and that spell that she's weaving that's coming over her head. But yeah, this fabric is gorgeous. Really nice to work on. And again, it's 22 count. And I'm using all the called for colors in this one. So it was fun to pull this one back out again, just because, yeah, the colors on this are joyful. Now let's see. This is the one that I'm hoping I'm going to have a finish on either by next video or the video after that, but definitely before the end of September. And this is from Plum Street Samplers, and it is Winter Saltbox. And I am doing the red one here. Now the only change that I'm making in this pattern, I'm using all the called for colors, is you see how that's got that really large white border at the bottom? It kind of looks like a Polaroid photo to me anyways. I'm old school. But so I'm trimming that and matching the rest of the border. So the border is rows of 3 on the top and the side. So I'm doing a row of 3 down here instead of the extended border. But everything else is staying the same. I'm using all the colorful colors, and I am using fabric from Dying for Cross Stitch, and this was a July fabric of the month, but I believe it's now called In the Shadows is the name of the fabric now. And this is 18 count and just really pretty. So I worked on the house for my stitches. So I got a good bit done on this, and I love the color variation in this. This is Cherry Cobbler, I believe, but let me double check. Nope, I was wrong. Red Currant. This is Red Currant, and I really like how this is coming out. It's got some nice shading to it. I did have a little bit left of the roof to do, which I finished, and then I'm working on the house. And I really like it on this fabric. Kind of reminds me of like Twilight, maybe, on a winter's day. But yeah. You like it too? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I would like to see this one finished before the end of September. Now this one doesn't look like I got much done on it, and I really didn't. I did get 200 stitches in, but I didn't have very much before. So this is from 2x2 Stitch Art. Now it does have a number as the name, and I will post that below, but I've just been calling it Castles and Dragons Sampler. Sorry, the paper got a little bit bent up. But yeah, this is so nice. I like this one a lot. I have several 2x2 Stitch Art patterns, but this is the only one that's active at the moment. I am using Mrs. Sada's silks in the colorway Pandora, and I am doing this on 25 count Potato Lugana over 1. And again, this is one that's been neglected, but I don't know if there we go. The colors on this are really terrific, and I am trying to pull out some more of the browns for the border, and then the brighter blues for the interior. And yeah, 25 count Potato Lugana, and it's over 1 with 1 strand of Mrs. Sada's silks. Now I would show you the silk, but I didn't watch Jen Hicks' video before on how to prep Mrs. Sada's skeins of silk before I cut mine, and I made a mess. So yeah, it's almost a little embarrassing, but here to show you just a little bit. Like I said, I made a mess, but it's gorgeous, gorgeous colors, if you can see on here. It's so pretty. Yeah. So if you buy Mrs. Sada silks, Jen Hicks has a wonderful little short video on how to cut her skeins of silk. Watch that before you do it. Before you cut the skein, because oh my goodness. I guess I was just so anxious to get it open and check it out, and no, I made a mess. But something else I want to show, this 2x2 Stitch Art is in a project bag that I won from Pages 3 Stitches. And I love this. It's so pretty. The waterfall and the flowers, and look at the little fob she put on here. It's so cute. Yeah, but I won this from Pages 3 Stitches, and I just love this bag. So colorful. Yay! I'm going to pause for one quick second. Now, a couple of these projects that I worked on, I was like, do I really want to show them? Because there's not much there to see. But yeah, I mean, it's progress that I made over the last 2 weeks, so I do want to show them all, and it's a good record for myself as well. Now this one doesn't even have a project bag yet. It's waiting on one. It'll have one soon. But this is my new start that I showed in my last video. This is Boreal Colors from Stitches So Beautiful. Hi. Oh no, you're just tortured. I'm sorry. Boreal Colors from Stitches So Beautiful. And it's just a gorgeous pattern. I love all the colors in this. This is the first time that I'm going to be doing a 32 count over 1 for a full coverage. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, so this is still in a bag with all the floss colors. So, oh my, oh, I gotta show you the needle minder. This was a gift from my friend Sarah. She sent me a couple little needle minders as a welcome to your new home gift, and that was so sweet. It's called Team Toe Beans. And she got this from Mad for Minders on Etsy. So as you can see, not much of a start here. There's actually 4 different colors in here. Doesn't look like it from the camera, but so there's 209 stitches in here. So I did my 100 to 200 for Whip Frenzy to get a little start on this. And I will hopefully have this back out again soon because I just think it's gorgeous. And Team Toe Beans, I love that. She sent me the prettiest card too. It was just so nice. Just made my day. It really did. Started making a lot of crinkly noises. Sorry about that. All right, so next one. Show another full coverage. This is also from Stitches So Beautiful, and this is the red fox that I've been working on. So you've seen it a few times. I added 400 stitches into this. Still not down to the fox yet. I'm gonna get there eventually, I swear I will. But yeah, I put 400 stitches in this one. But at least it's night. Slightly brighter colors that I've been adding in instead of the ultra dark navy blue. So yeah, I've got some pretty colors in there. So yeah, you should start seeing the bit of the flowers here coming through right in there, and then that lighter blue that's in the middle. And I am doing this on 25 count easy grid over 1 with all the called for colors. And this is also the last week of the Stitches So Beautiful challenge for this month. So this will be coming out for at least a night or 2 before the end of the month. So I do plan on getting more stitches on that this month. And then I may switch to having a focus on a couple of different full coverage projects next month. Like the autumn one that I showed you with the fox. I would really love to spend some more time with that one. And probably Boreal Colors. That's because that's just gorgeous. Oh my goodness. All right. And this next one, I didn't work on for Whip Frenzy. I been putting some work into it this week. So this is my desk piece this week. And I also put in a few stitches during the evening. But this is Riley Harbor by Kathy Barrick. And I got the PDF version of this, and it works great in Pattern Keeper. So I really like this pattern, you know. still a sucker for houses. And then it's got that whale and crabs and ships. Just so pretty. I am using Stitch Me 18 count scroll, SCROLL. And so this is where I'm at with this one. Now I'm a little concerned about the color of the, oh my gosh. Sails. Oh my gosh. Ship sails. These things. I totally lost the word. All right. So, I was using the call for color on the sails, and I don't think it's coming out very well. You can't see it very well. So I'm thinking I might do a light gray and backstitch around it just to make it stand out a little bit more. Because yeah, I can't see it really on the camera. I can see it somewhat here, but it is very light on this fabric. But yeah, I also did some waves, and I did a little bit of frogging because I was off one on the waves and they would have been too far over this way. So and I frogged some waves, restitched them, and then started on this sailboat here. Sails. The word is sails. But this is a very fun pattern. I can't wait to get to the whale and the schooner ships. Yeah, this is very cool. And even the little octopus in the corner is adorable. Riley Harbor is a lot of fun. I would like to see this finished before the end of the year. And I really don't see any reason that it can't be. But we shall see. That's a goal of mine, is to finish Riley Harbor this year. That's plans. We don't want that yet. Okay. Next up, I worked on a Teresa Kogut pattern. Now, I am working on two different patterns from this book. It's Love Lives Here by Teresa Kogut. So I am working on this small sampler. Which is this one here. And that's very enjoyable to work on. But this time around, I worked on our Whimsy House. I just love this Saltbox and the sunflowers. This one here is our Whimsy House. So, yeah, very fun pattern. And it's not that big. Our Whimsy House is 152 by 102. And there's a good bit of solid stitching. So this may be a dusk one too eventually. But right now, so I worked on the bird a little bit in the upper left-hand corner, a little bit on the border, and added a couple of leaves. And that's what I did for Whip Frenzy. And then my little book's needle minder from Jeannie's Unique Boutique. But I am using 22 count Badlands from Be Stitch Me. And this is a good pattern. Yeah, this may be a desk piece for a while. I'm going to keep Village Sampler. We're going to stay at my desk this week. And maybe our Whimsy House will be there next week. I'm running out of space. Okay. Now, next up, I didn't work on this for Whip Frenzy. This was just on my own. This is one of my favorites. So you've probably, if you've watched my channel before, you've seen this before. But this is Arabesque by Jan Hicks Creates. Oh, it's a beauty. And I am using Vicki Clayton Silks, hand-dyed fibers in Nile Blue. Just a gorgeous color. And I am stitching it on white Zweigart, 25 count over 1. So on this one, I did more on the border on the left. So I extended this down. I finished these circles here. I did the C and just getting a start on the D here. But oh my gosh, this is so stunning. And yes, I know it has that big plume at the top, the fan up in the upper corner there. I think I'm kind of saving that for last or close to last. Yeah, I think that's my favorite element in the pattern. So I think I'm going to do everything else and save that for the very last. But yeah, this is just stunning. I absolutely love it. It is 157 by 243. And again, I'm using the Vicki Clayton hand-dyed fiber silks in Nile Blue. Oh, absolute favorite. This is very hard to put down when I bring it out for things. Put you there. All right. Now the last one that I worked on, I would have more stitches to show you if I didn't have to frog quite a bit, but I did. So I did end up with a little over 300 stitches in it. But if I didn't have to frog, it probably would have been a little closer to 350. But anyways, this is Florence Mary Dickinson from Hands Across the Sea. I love this pattern. And the mistake I made was there was a skinny vertical thread that I didn't see, and I ended up going over 3 instead of over 2 and threw everything off. Not beating myself over it though, because this is the first time and probably only time that I have worked on 46 count linen. So this is the highest count I've ever worked on. And I am using Tabby Cat Linen Lollybrock. And since you last saw this, I extended the border some, and then I gave the bird its legs. And I added these 2 flowers and filled them in. You know, the funny thing is that after I got done frogging, I felt a lot more comfortable stitching on this. I don't know if maybe I needed to get that initial frogging out of the way or the mistake out of the way. And I was doing really well with this last night and just really enjoying myself. So maybe I just needed to get a frog in there and out of the way. And just, yeah, I'm a lot more comfortable working on this now. This is definitely not a desk stitch. And probably not a zoom stitch, because I need to put all my focus on it, especially with a 46 count, so I don't miss any more really skinny vertical threads. But yeah, this is Lollybrock by Tabby Cat Linen, and it's 46 count, and I just love this fabric. Hobby House recommended this one for this piece, and yeah, it is gorgeous. But now that I'm working on something that's 46 count and I've gotten fairly comfortable with it, not fast, but fairly comfortable, I could probably see myself doing a 40 count at some point. You know, I went right from 36 count to 46 count and skipped 40. I could see myself doing a 40 count linen. I've done 40 count even weave, but yeah, this would be my first time doing 40 count linen. Yeah, Florence Mary Dickinson, just love this pattern. And I've seen so many people working on it, and I finally gave in when I was up in New York and I went to Hobby House. Yeah, just fell in love with it. Mine. And Hobby House was so helpful with helping me choose a fabric for this, and I'm really enjoying this Lolly Brock from Tabby Cat. All right, what should we do next? Let's do Stitchy Kindness next. Oh, actually, I gotta grab a magnet. Hold on. Almost forgot there was a little cute thing that came in with this package. This is from Paddock Lane Designs. She is in Australia. She has a shop on Etsy, and she dyes just some gorgeous fabrics. She also has a Flosstube channel called Shady Tree Stitches, and I will link that below. And she's also one of the admins of the Whip Warriors group, so she's a little busy. But this fabric is just gorgeous. This is 25 count mermaid, and oh my gosh, I love this. I am definitely going to be using this. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it got really stuffed into my mailbox, so I do need to iron it. I haven't had a chance yet, so I apologize, but I think you can get the idea. It is a really pretty fabric. The different modeling with the blues, different shades of blue. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. I love this. And it's a really good sized piece. This is folded in half. So thank you, Lisa. I absolutely love my new fabric. It's gorgeous. I will definitely be using it. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. And she also, what I wanted to run and get was, I had already put this up on one of my cabinets in my kitchen. She sent me this adorable little koala magnet. Isn't that so cute? But I had to show that too. It's just adorable. So I will link Paddock Lane Designs below, as well as her Flosstube channel, Shady Tree Stitches. And yeah, he's so cute. Thank you so much, Lisa. This is beautiful. Already running through my head what I can put on this, because such beautiful shades of blue. Really happy with that. It's gorgeous. So let's go over some plans and some Flosstube shout outs. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Helen D. She just put out, or in the last day or so, put out a flip through of a brand new cross stitch book that is simply magical. Little play on words. But I'll link Helen D's channel below. I love her channel. I'm a regular watcher, and I need to comment more because I do tend to watch her on TV. But she did a terrific flip through of a brand new book that has me eyeing it. Not sure if I'm going to give it and get it yet, but it was fun to watch the flip through. So yeah, I will link Helen D below. Now, as far as plans go, let's do this in order. I went from having only like one sale on my calendar to, if you count the one in December that I'm going to start for my birthday, to having multiple sales in just 2 weeks. So, all right. First one coming up is going to be the weekend of September 13th. And that is going to be any pattern from this book, Cross Stitch in the Forest. And I'm going to be starting this with Stitching Owl and D Arizona Stitcher and a couple other people, Nancy And we're doing Pigeon Forest Sal. So the weekend of September 13th, and it's any pattern in this book. I'm having trouble deciding. I have not made up my mind yet, but I'm leaning towards either this one, Sequoia Falls, or I'll show you the other couple ones that I'm looking at. This one, I'm like a sucker for foxes, so foxes and deers and birds, oh my. Come on, where is it? I should have tagged this beforehand, I'm sorry. Oh, fox and butterflies is another one that I'm looking at. And then Trees Company, which is this one here. So I will be starting one of those on the weekend of September 13th. Is that a Friday the 13th? Oh my gosh, I didn't even look. But yeah, so we will be starting that weekend. Pigeon Forest Sal, if you would like to join in on anything from this book. Now the next weekend, the weekend of the 20th, I've got 2 Sal starts. So Criminally Creative and I, Criminally Creative, she's a Flosstuber. She and I are going to be starting Carriage House Samplings, Nature's Peace. Now we haven't officially come up with a hashtag yet, but I was thinking, because Nature's Peace already looks like it has a hashtag, Nature's Peace Sal, but maybe Nature is Peace or Nature is My Therapy. What do you think? One of those. I am looking forward to starting this one. I have had this for a while, so it'll be good to get this one started. I believe this came out in Nashville Market 2020. Now the 22nd of September is the first day of fall. Oh my goodness. So my group Crafts and Books, we are going to be doing a Finally Fall Sal, and we'll have a Zoom room open all day as well. I will link our group below, and it's going to be Finally Fall Sal, hashtag Finally Fall Sal. I don't know if Cross Stitch Salander on Instagram is still putting out Sal things. I did tag them a few days ago for this one, so we shall see. Hopefully it'll show up on Cross Stitch Salander as well. But I do also have the details on my Instagram. Oops. So basically it's any fall pattern. It could be a full coverage, it could be a sampler, anything with an autumn vibe to it. And I'm going to be starting with Angela from our group. We are both starting the same pattern. And this took me a little bit to find because I had this all kitted up to do with my 60 starts for my 60th birthday last year. And it was one of the ones that got pushed out. I hadn't started it yet. So the one that she and I are both going to do the same one, but you can, like I said, Finally Fall Sal, you can do whatever autumn pattern you want. We are both going to be doing Autumn Rules from Primrose Cottage Stitches. Let's see if it can show up. It's a really cute pattern. And it calls for 25 count vintage country mocha over 2. And it's 67 by 269. So, but instead of the 25 count vintage country mocha, I had kitted this up, and I'm really so glad I got this. This fabric is called Autumn, and it's from Be Stitch Me, and it's 25 count. And I'm going to be using this to stitch on Autumn Rules. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I absolutely love this fabric. So, so pretty. Not sure which side I'm going to start with first yet, but yeah, I just love this. So this is Autumn by Be Stitch Me, and it's 25 count, and I will be doing this over 2 as called for. I already have everything put together. I've got the fabric, I've got the pattern, and I have all the flosses. So I am ready to go on this one. And I am excited. Yeah, I was really kind of bummed that it got pushed out, but it did, and now I'm finally going to be able to start it. Yay! Oh, I have one more thing to show, and I didn't bring it over with me. Hang on one second. And then, like, I went from having, like, very little sals to, like, saling every week. It's like, squirrel, okay, I'm doing a sal. But so October 1st with Enchanting Stitching, she and I are going to do a pattern from this Just Cross Stitch magazine from September, October 2011. Looks like this. So check your stash of old cross stitch magazines if you have them. And she and I are going to be doing Elegant Pumpkins. Oh my gosh, I just love this one. Yeah, so pretty. This has got a lot of blended threads in here. It's got some Krynic. It's got some Karen water lilies. Yeah. I'm not sure about the Krynic Japan thread. I'll have to see if I can find that. If not, I'll have to sub it out for something else. But this is just gorgeous, and I am really looking forward to starting on it. And let's see if I can get you the size here. It's 115 by 161. The Elegant Pumpkins. Gorgeous. Right, so then the next sale after that, hopefully, no more sales for the rest of October and November. I'll be doing one in December for my birthday. Last year I did Rosewood Manor birthday sale, and this year I'll pick a new designer to do a birthday sale, and it'll be someone that has a wide variety of patterns, but I'm not thinking about that yet. So that's all I've got for you today. I hope you have a great 2 weeks, and I will see you soon. Take care of yourselves, everybody, and take care of each other. Bye, and thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here.